Run your law firm the right way. This is the Maximum Lawyer Podcast. Your hosts, Jim Hacking and Tyson Mutrux. Let's partner up and maximize your firm. Welcome to the show.
Hey, it's Tyson, and I'm back with another quick tech tips episode that you can use in your practice. Today, we're going to talk about how to link to a specific time in a YouTube video. And if you don't know how, it's far easier in some ways and far more complicated in other ways. And so I'm going to go through both of the ways. Before I get into this, though, if there are other tips that you want me to cover on the show, let me know. I'm happy to do it. Just shoot me a text, 314-501-9260, and I will jump right in and try to cover it if I can. All right, so we're going to get into the how, but first, a little bit about the why. Linking to a specific time in a YouTube video can be a really useful trick when you want to share a specific segment of a video, especially if you've got lengthier videos that you're sending to your clients and you only want them to see a very specific part of it and without watching the entire video. It'll allow you to highlight that one area and just let them know, no need to watch after that certain point. I'm sending you the exact part of the video that I want you to watch, something like that. But it can be very useful in your marketing or whenever you're dealing with your current clients and you want them to just see a certain part of a video. It's a really helpful way, and it's really helpful for your clients too. Like anytime that you can remove some of that friction for them, it's going to be beneficial for you. All right, so let's get into the desktop version, and this is the easy way. And for those of you listening, I'm going to talk through this. I'm also going to, on YouTube, you can see it on YouTube as well. But for people just listening, I am going to walk you through and give you very specific instructions. But just know that for those of you watching on YouTube, also know that if you're just listening, you can also watch it on YouTube. So check it out there. And so the video I'm sharing today, a portion of it is an interview we did with Hona, and it used to be called Milestones, but it's a really cool company. So check them out. They are an app. We're not getting paid for this, but Hona, you're welcome. They're an app, though, not an app. It's a program. It's a software that allows you to update clients at certain milestones in your cases, and it links with all of the major case management systems. So here's what you do. All right. So like I said, it's really easy. So all you're going to do once you're in your desktop browser is you're going to go to the YouTube video. You're going to move the little cursor, the handle, to the segment of the video that you want to share. And all you're going to do is you're going to go down to the share button. You're going to click the share button. And then there's the little box. There's a check box at the pop-up, at the bottom of the pop-up, and you're going to check it, and it says start at. And you can it'll allow you to change the time, but where you've moved it to will already be in the box. And if you do want to change it, right now my video says 10 minutes and 58 seconds. If I want it to be, let's say at the 14-minute mark, I'll just go 14 minutes, 14:00. It's, like I said, it is really simple. That's all you have to do. It is not any more complicated than that. And then once you've done that, you click copy. Okay, you click copy, and then you paste it wherever you want. All right. Like I said, this is a very, very simple one. The iPhone is a little bit more complicated. I'm going to do the iPhone version. I don't have an Android, but I am going to walk you through how to do it with the iPhone. So let's do that now. So let me switch over to the iPhone and I'll go from there. All right. So on the iPhone, it's pretty easy if there are chapters in the video. So if you have chapters in your videos, great. This is going to be very easy. I'm going to go get to the more complicated ones in a second. But if there is, then it's going to be easy because all you do is you move the video to where you want, which chapter you want to share. And let me just also say, if you do not have chapters, it'd be nice for you to add them, start adding them. It's going to be helpful for your clients. If you don't worry about it. I'm going to get to other ways to share in a second. But what you'll do is you'll just move the cursor over to where you're going to drag it to the chapter you want to share. And then you're going to see below other chapters they're gonna pop up. But the one that you moved it to it's gonna be highlighted. And what you do is you click the share button, and then you either copy the link or you hit one of the buttons. There's multiple, as you can see, options. You can send it in Messenger. You can send it to Twitter, Facebook, Reddit messages. So you can do all these different ways. So if you do that, it'll allow you to share it, that chapter only. And you can see, you can move through the different ones and you can click on them and it'll allow you to share those different chapters. Very easy. So this one's easy. Where there are videos when there's no chapters, like I said, it gets more complicated. So let me get through those. What you need to do is, if there's no chapters, you need to, again, scroll to the video that you want to share. And you're going to all you do is you're going to go to the share option and you're going to copy the link. But you need to make a note of where on the video you want to share. So let's say I want to do 5 minutes and 36 seconds. Okay, so 5 minutes and actually, you know what? I'm going to do it so I can do easy math on this one. I'm going to do 60 seconds or 1 minute. I'm going to do 1 minute. You'll understand in a moment why I want to do 1 minute. So it's hard for me to get to 1 minute, but pretend that's on 1 minute. So I want to share at the 1 minute part. So I'm going to go through and, I've copied it. So I click the share button. I copy the link. And then now what I'm going to do is I am going to copy it. I'm going to paste it now to put it wherever you're going to share it. And then you're going to type in the question mark, the letter T, and then equals. And your different options are, you can share it in seconds. You can share it in minutes. You can share it in minutes and seconds. You can share it in hours, but you're going to need to know which way you're going to share it. So if I'm going to share it in seconds, I would put, question mark T equals, and then 60, and then an S behind it. For seconds, it really doesn't matter. You don't have to put the S behind it. You can do it with the S or without the S. When it comes to minutes, I would do the exact same way, but I would put in 1. So for 1 minute, so that's 60 seconds. And then, so you could put the M, right? If it were an hour, what I would do is I would put in 1 and then M. So let's say it was 60 minutes, you would do 1 and then H. All right, and that's how it would work. If it were an hour and a half, okay, what you would do is you would type in 1H 30M. Okay, that's how it would work. And then you can do hours, minutes, seconds. So let me do it one more time for you. So let's say it's at 1 hour, 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, that's what it would be. So in that situation, you type in question mark T equals, and then 1H 30M 30S. All right. I told you it's more complicated, but that's how you would do it. The complicated way of doing it, but as of 2023, they've not yet updated their app to make it easier for you to share a specific timestamp. But don't worry, there are other options. There's apps out there that you can download that will allow you to do it, third-party apps. I'm not even going to mention any of them because there's a bunch. Just search YouTube timestamp in the App Store, and that works for Android and Apple. So either way, there is a shortcut. I'm going to tell you, this is the last one I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you about. I don't have it downloaded because I feel like this is more complicated in some ways than just doing the seconds and minutes. That's it, because you can just type it in as long as you remember that code, the question mark T equals. Question mark T equals. All right, time, T is in time, equals. So question mark T equals. I'm going to say it again. Question mark T equals, and then the seconds, minutes, or hours, whatever you're going to use. The last way is you can actually download a shortcut this is only on Apple. They don't have an option in Android. But you can download a shortcut from Routine Hub, and it's called YouTube Start at Time VT.0. And what you can do is if you just Google that, just Google YouTube, Google's YouTube Start at Time VT.0 or 0.0. I keep saying O, but 0.0. It'll come up and you can download it if you want to use that, and that'll allow you to do it from your iPhone. And all you do in that situation is you'll say share video at whatever the time is, and it'll do it for you. It'll give you that time and you can share it that way. But I just find that that's more complicated. So I'm hoping this is helpful for you. As you can tell, just share it on the desktop and it'll be far easier for you to do. And I will say the linking does matter. It's if you think about the habits of internet users, then think about it. Wouldn't you much rather, if you're a client, wouldn't you much rather just have the segment that your attorney wants you to watch as opposed to watching the whole damn video? If you, let's say we have a lot of deposition trainings and a lot of them are on YouTube. I'm sure our clients would, if I only want my client to watch a certain part of it, I'm sure that they would rather me just send that part of it as opposed to the whole video. And so our clients in many ways are just like us. So keep that in mind. Keep it in mind, and they're going to really appreciate it. So, all right, in summary, linking to a specific time in a YouTube video, it's not only a practical trick for you, but it's very beneficial for your clients. It's a very considerate gesture to them. But make sure you're checking out our other episodes that are coming up and any past episodes. And remember that consistent action is the blueprint that turns your goals into reality. Take care.
Thanks for listening to the Maximum Lawyer Podcast. To stay in contact with your host and to access more content, go to MaximumLawyer.com. Have a great week and catch you next time.